LeBron James, the GOAT, just signed with the Philadelphia 76ers. We've been waiting for his decision for so long, and it's finally here. And in this video, we're going to be explaining why LeBron joining the Philadelphia 76ers makes perfect sense, and this team gives him the best chance to win that 5th championship. And first, I want to say he signs a 2-year deal. Does this mean we're getting 2 more years of LeBron? He could obviously retire after that first year, but still, I think these 2 years, 2 more years of LeBron, let's go. The first thing I want to bring up is that Jaylen Brown obviously got traded earlier in the offseason to the Philadelphia 76ers for Paul George and picks. This was an insane steal for Philly, getting a former finals MVP, and Jaylen Brown has 2 finals experiences under his belt. This is a crazy addition to the team. He was playing like an MVP last season, and adding him next to Tyrese, VJ, and Embiid is insane. This big three combined averages around 83 to 84 points per game. This is the best scoring trio in the NBA, and it's not even close. So this move obviously makes them offensively unstoppable at times, but they need some more playmaking as well. Scoring isn't everything. You also need someone who can distribute the ball. And that's where LeBron fits in perfectly with this lineup with Embiid, Maxey Brown, and VJ Edgecombe. He doesn't even need to be the 3rd or 4th option. He could literally be the 5th scoring option in that lineup, but be the #1 passing assist leader. And obviously joining a former MVP in Joel Embiid, a former finals MVP in Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, an all-star, and VJ Edgecombe, one of the best rookies last season. This is by far the best starting 5 in the league, and I don't think it's even remotely close. Now, obviously, the biggest question marks is not on offense. Everyone knows that this is probably going to be one of the best offensive teams in the league, but it's on defense. Who is going to be defending these players, and who is going to step up and guard the other team's best player? Well, I feel like with this team, it's going to have to be a collective effort because there's no one on the team that really stands out as an elite defender, but Joel Embiid in his heyday back before all of the knee injuries was actually one of the best interior defenders in the entire NBA. And with not having to expend as much energy on offense anymore with Jaylen Brown and LeBron and obviously Maxey and VJ, I feel like he's going to be able to lock down in that interior defense again. Same with Jaylen Brown. He has all the tools to be an elite defender, but when you're averaging 29 points per game and you're putting up that many shots on offense, it's really hard to have the energy to be an elite defender as well. But I do think Jaylen Brown can get there now that he has a bunch of offensive help. And obviously the backcourt is really small, but VJ Edgecombe's wingspan is insane, and he's honestly super athletic. He can be a great defender as well. I don't think that he's an easy mismatch. So the worst defender in this lineup is obviously Tyrese Maxey. And if you guys forgot, LeBron is teaming back up with D Wade on this team. Dean Wade is also on the Sixers, and I actually think this is one of the best signings they've made all offseason. Dean Wade is one of those great 3-and-D wings you can really plug and play anywhere, starting lineup, off the bench, and if there's an injury to Jaylen Brown or LeBron, he can easily come into the starting lineup and guard the other team's best player. And then the other better bench piece that the Philadelphia 76ers have is Anthony Simons, who is an elite 3-point shooter, an elite finisher as well. This guy has every single tool on offense, but his defense is pretty terrible. And as you get to the 8th and 9th and 10th man on this roster, it's honestly pretty rough. Dominic Barlow is a great player. He was in one of my videos, which was watch this if you want to increase your ball knowledge. He's a solid player, but still, as your 8th man off the bench, that's not really what you want to see. But with this starting lineup, I feel like it doesn't really matter who those 8th and 9th and 10th man is, because you're going to have at least 3 of these players on the court at all times, at worst only 2, and this is a 5 all-star lineup basically if VJ takes the leap that we all think he's going to take. And remember, this Sixers team already won a playoff series last season against the Celtics and then went and got swept by the Knicks, but still, you beat the Celtics without Jaylen Brown, without LeBron, and then now you add them both for basically free, giving up Paul George for Jaylen Brown. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And LeBron, remember, he said he wanted to go somewhere where 2 players could take the scoring load off of him. Well, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, Jaylen Brown, and even VJ Edgecombe can do this like we previously discussed, so he could chill and be the 5th option on this team, no problem. And remember, this is the LeBron James that just led his team to a playoff series victory. Yes, he led his team as the best player on the team, the #1 option. They won a playoff series. If you're one of those fans that's still wondering why he chose the Sixers at this point in the video, well, we can get into that now. Why did he choose the Sixers over the Heat, the Cavs, the Warriors, or any other options? Well, let's dive in. Well, obviously, the starting lineup with the 76ers is going to be better than any other team, and also the fit is way better for LeBron, because with a starting lineup like this on the Heat, I mean, there's almost no spacing in this starting lineup. LeBron James is not not going to be able to play his game. And at least the Sixers have some real players off the bench like Dominic Barlow, Anthony Simons, but the Heat is literally Darren Watkins Jr. coming off the bench. And with the Warriors, yes, it would have been amazing to see LeBron and Steph team up for LeBron's final couple seasons, but Jimmy Butler isn't going to be playing the entire next season with the ACL tear, neither is Moses Moody, so whoever made this graphic is not tapped in. But Porzingis as your starting center, I mean, LeBron, Pajemski, like the pieces were just not there in Golden State for LeBron to want to pick them over Philadelphia. And LeBron also made it pretty apparent that he did not want to play in the West anymore with juggernauts like the OKC Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs in the West and the Portland Trailblazers. Obviously, you kind of want to get out of the West and go to the East. That makes your title chances a lot better. And now we're going to talk about the Cavaliers, which is the one I don't really understand. I feel like maybe this team would have been better with LeBron than Philly. I actually don't know. I definitely want to hear some comments about this, but this team would have been absolutely insane with LeBron. With Harden and Mitchell and then Mobley and Allen in the paint and then sliding in LeBron at that 3 spot. I mean, that's at least 2 players that can take the scoring load off of you. Obviously, LeBron would probably have to score more than Mobley and Allen, but still the defense on this team would be a lot better. And I'm not saying that this bench is the best bench in the entire NBA, but I feel like it's a little bit deeper than Philly's bench. Jay Tyson has shown to be one of the best 3-and-D wings in the entire NBA, shooting like 45% from 3. Dennis Schroeder isn't what he used to be really, but still having him as a backup guard is still a premium. And then Sam Merrill, again, an amazing shooter. Craig Porter is that microwave guy, and then you obviously still have Max Strus coming off the bench as well. So again, not the deepest bench in the world, but still I feel like it's a little bit deeper than Philly. So why would LeBron choose Philly over Cleveland? I honestly think it's that starting lineup star power that really brings him to it, because LeBron, again, we've said this so many times, can be the 4th or 5th scoring option on this team, and at 42 years old, that's kind of what you want. You don't want to be the 3rd scoring option. And I know that the Minnesota Timberwolves were also kind of involved in the rumors for LeBron, but he did say he did not want to go back out west, and LeBron on that team would easily be the 3rd scoring option behind Anthony Edwards and LeBron, which he does not want to do. So obviously that left LeBron wanting to join a team like Philly where he can be the 4th or 5th option that has a decent 6th and 7th man off the bench, and he can go try to win that 5th championship. And I feel like they have an amazing chance to do it, and I'll tell you why. Ever since the Celtics won that championship back in 2024, I feel like the East has been pretty wide open, with the Pistons securing the 1 seed this season, and then obviously the Knicks going to the finals and winning the finals. Not even favored to win, they won the finals in 5 games coming out of the Eastern Conference, so that proves you can do it coming out of the East. And that disproves so many theories that we've actually talked about in other dots or videos, saying that everyone's saying who's ever coming out of the East is competing for 2nd, and the Western Conference Finals is the real NBA Finals. Well, the Knicks put that theory to bed. And looking at the rest of the Eastern Conference, I mean, we have the Celtics, who just lost Jaylen Brown. We have the Pistons, the Knicks, the Cavaliers, the Raptors with Kawhi, and then obviously the 76ers are kind of your main contenders here. So with the Cavaliers and the Knicks and the 76ers kind of being my top 3 contenders in the East, I feel like it's not ridiculous to say the 76ers could 100% go to the finals and face up against a team like the Thunder, the Spurs, or the Blazers. But let me know what you guys think of the LeBron signing. I think he gets his 5th ring in Philly next year. Let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, hype the video. Love you all. Peace.